Am I really doing this? So this that I am deciding to do is a sleeve gastrectomy or gastric sleeve surgery, which is a means to lose weight and to get healthy and to change your lifestyle for good. The program that I'm going with is through the Nuvance Health Center. It is based out of Rhinebeck, New York. Dr. Maytez is my doctor. He and I met a few times. I watched several videos on him and read reviews, and they were very positive. And I can so far say that I'm very pleased with Dr. Maytez. He's been great and never gets tired of any questions you may have, regardless of how silly they may seem. His team of nurses and other support staff are amazing. They have been helpful throughout the journey. They answer whatever questions you have. They're very eager to help you and make sure that you're successful in this journey. And yeah, they just want to make sure that everyone's healthy and successful. So the thing that I have learned so far is that every program seems to be a little bit different. So I mentioned that I'm going through the Nuvance Health uh, program. My sister went through one. She is out in Henderson, Nevada. So she went through a completely different system. And I will ask her certain things. And she says, no, I didn't have to do that. Or no, I didn't really experience that. Um, and, in learning the process that Nuvance has you go through, I've learned that most of it is just to make sure that you have the highest success rate. So things like learning that I was going to have to inject myself with blood thinner after the surgery for 2 weeks was definitely something that I didn't know going in. My sister did not have to do that in her program, so I didn't know about it until getting into the program. Again, it's to make sure that you're healthy. It's to avoid blood clots after the surgery, which would be a great thing to avoid. And yeah, not super thrilled about having to do that, but I have a great family that is offering to help me do that the 2 weeks after the surgery. So, other things that maybe other people don't have to do is this program does require that you do 2 weeks pre surgery of an all liquid diet. And the reason for that is because the liver is right next to the stomach. And since they'll be cutting part of your stomach off, they want to make sure that they don't cut the liver as well during that. So, the restricted diet of no sugars and food and things like that are hopefully making the liver shrink and make so that it kind of backs away from the stomach during the surgery and the procedure where they do cut it off. So that is something that not every program has, is the 2 weeks pre-surgery liquid diet. But I start that tomorrow. So that's why I figured I'd start my journey today, introduce all of you to myself. Hopefully, I can again act as some motivation for somebody that might be on the edge about this. I'm here to tell you that this is not the easy way out. There have been many people that I've heard mention to me that this is the easy or the path of least resistance. I know that my sister has battled that with several people telling her that this is the easy way out, and I just don't see that. Having a life changing surgery where you are forced to modify your dietary habits for the rest of your life or face dire consequences of sickness is the easy way out. It's not. This is a tool to use to help promote a healthier lifestyle, and I'm one that you should use whatever tools are available at your disposal. My insurance company's great. They are. I've been told repeatedly that they're one of the easiest to work with, and as far as what is required prior to the surgery, as far as like cardiologist visits and things like that. So I have another friend that's going through this program around the same time as me, and she has a different insurance, and she just has to see a couple of extra doctors, a pulmonologist and cardiologist and things like that. I don't think any of that is a bad thing. I'm happy I don't have to for my insurance, although the program does require that you have an EKG because they want to make sure that your heart is healthy enough to maintain the surgery and to help you through this and to avoid any potential consequences with that. So, yeah, this is, so we're kicking off tomorrow. It's January 1st, 2023. This is beyond a resolution. This is going to be my path forward. It just happens to be that it happened in January. I was supposed to do this in December, and I decided to hold off because I had some travel for work and I did not want to be on a liquid diet those travel plans changed once I booked the January 16th surgery date, and now I am traveling January 10th through 13th for work. So I have to fly out to California, and I'm not changing my schedule again for my surgery. I'm just going to go with it and see what comes of it and deal with the difficulties of it. So I will be shipping out my broth packets and my protein shakes that are required for my liquid diet. Be shipping those out ahead of time. I'll make sure that I have plenty of water and fluids with me. The good thing is I have a love for a nice cold water. So there's plenty of people that say, oh, water is just terrible. It's so boring. But I actually happen to love water. So I'm thankful for that going through this, because you do need to stay hydrated. And yeah, that will be the big challenge on the travel that I have to do over the next couple of weeks, is working to maintain the fluid intake as well as the protein shakes. We have a 2-day solid worth of meetings, and I'm sure that there's going to be lunches brought in and a fancy dinner. And I'll just sit there drinking my broth or my protein shake to maintain this prep for the surgery on January 16th. So I hope that you all follow on my journey, and I'm putting it all out there. It's not like me. I'm not the type of person to share things that are potentially embarrassing, like the fact that I have 100 pounds to lose. Don't know how I got here, but I'm here. And yeah, we're on this journey, and we are going to go follow through with it, lose the weight, become healthier, and go from there. So I look forward to this. I hope to post a couple of times a week, keep you posted on the all liquid diet and how that's going. And yeah, 2-week countdown starts tomorrow to the surgery. So thank you for joining me, and click the link if you like this, if you think that this is a good path to take. Let me know in the comments if you've gone on this path, if you've had a surgery like this, if you've had success, what your challenges were, and we'll go from there. I'll talk about things that others struggle with, and if you want to talk to me about your success and motivate me, that would be great, and I'm happy to pass that along to anyone that might follow along this journey. So all right, so how did I get here? I'm 42. I have 2 children. I grew up very active, playing multiple sports: volleyball, basketball, softball, volleyball being my favorite. And I hope to get back into some type of volleyball league once this is all once this is all good and in progress. And yeah, my sister about 7 years ago had the gastric sleeve surgery. She has had great success with it. I'm sharing her picture with her permission. This is the day after surgery and then a year after surgery, and she has maintained that for about 7 years now. And she has been a great sounding board for my decision to go this path. I ask her a lot of questions. I ask if she regrets it, and she says there hasn't been a day in the 7 years that she does regret this. So it's motivation in seeing her success with it. I'm pretty confident that I will be able to succeed as well, learn some new healthy habits, and get to that lifestyle that I desire to get to, a more active, healthier lifestyle. Thanks. We'll talk soon. And my husband has a funny saying where he says, keep in touch with yourself, and he means it in a silly way, but I actually think that's a good way to make sure that everyone's mental health is where it should be. So I'm going to end every video by saying, take care of yourself and keep in touch with yourself.